But then when it comes to the action, we still have to stay relevant, right? And can kind of be able to hang with where the medium is at right now these days. So what I like to say is that's when I encourage the artists to go hog nasty wild and have fun with the action, and just bring it.
Hi, Jake, thank you for this. Nice to meet you. I loved the 3 episodes I saw. X-Men is one of my favorite shows of all time and made me really, really happy what I saw. So congratulations.
Thank you. From the top down, from scripts, from writing, it's a monumental team effort. Anything you see or love, there's, not to say there aren't happy accidents, but everything is meticulously planned to bring you the entertainment that you get. So thank you on behalf of the team. Thank you. That's really awesome to hear.
Thank you, actually, for giving us this amazing show. I'm going to start making a few questions. The show feels like you pick right away from when we left in 1997. So how did you manage to have that part, like the nostalgia and all the things that we saw when we were young, and bring that from older fans to a newcomers? Because you can see the show without having ever watched X-Men, but how did you make that balance and actually make that work?
Well, so one, it's not any one individual. Like the whole team came together, from animation, from comp to production design, everybody in finishing. It all comes together, and so in that, right? We are a spiritual successor. We are a revival, not a reboot. So in order to continue in the same vein, we have to be the show that you remember. It has to feel like the show that you remember, right? But we also have to bring it into 4K, and work alongside, with our peers and what the industry is doing, pushing the medium, pushing storytelling, and as you can see, we're no different here on X-Men, and that being in tandem with, the OG show, it's imperative for us to find that feel, find that nostalgia, work for, okay, how clean is too clean? How dirty, how VHS is too VHS? Where do we find that line to both be fresh but familiar, the show you remember, but also in 4K? So there is that delicate balance, and to hear that is one of that is a highlight for you upon your viewing is nothing short of wonderful. Because again, the internal team, we all worked really hard to make that happen.
Well, it works. What did you have? Did you have in mind that the people that used to watch the show actually grew older? We are older, and this show feels a bit older. Also, you and me.
Yeah, right.
It's a bit older, especially in the subjects. In chapter 2, I cried my eyes out, and it felt more mature in some ways. Did you have that in mind, or was something like it just came off?
Well, so thankfully, a lot of that stuff was figured out, by Bo DeMeo and Marvel, as far as the Bible story writing, where they wanted to take the characters, the type of sandbox they wanted to put the show in, and my job was to come in to that vision and help them carry it across the finish line and further define that sandbox. Where at what point, if we do something, is it not the show anymore? Finding where that line, where that sandbox is, just where to play, and so that's, man, honestly, that question alone can be a whole segment. So that's as much of a concise answer as I can give on that one.
Yeah, okay, let's keep with another one.
Sure.
Yeah, the animation looks amazing. I love the old vibe with the new vibe. It feels amazing, especially in the action scenes. They are really fast and flashy, for saying something. Was something that you always thought about going with the old aesthetic, with the color scheme and all that, or something that you felt in the way that, no, okay, we're going to make it look like the X-Men 1997?
So again, a lot of that was in the mission statement when I was brought on board. My ask was to pitch how I would feel, how I would interpret the X-Men in modern day, with themes and all of the myriad of layers that the X-Men have, right, that the IP has. And so again, the mission statement for the retro to fit in, that was already well sort of decided, just not the how, right? That's when I was brought in, and then I had to help along with the rest of production, build the team while still directing the first episode. But build the team, do the research, do the R&D, right? Like, this is cool, this is cool. Oh, what if we push this? What if we push that? And you know, and when it came to the action, you know, this is something that we really did talk about with the team. And this is something that I rely heavily on for my directors, Chase Conley and Emi Onimura, to invoke with the board artists, and that is, it's how we shoot stuff. How we shoot stuff is a very, you know, not only do we need to have good stories and good scripts to go off of, which we do, but it's also how you shoot those things. Because if you don't shoot them properly, no matter how good the material is, it won't come across to the audience if it's not in a digestible way that they can, you know, absorb it. And so for us, finding that delicate balance of when do we do crazy action, when do we have it feel like the 90s, like how do we do it? Not easy, but what I would, now it is, in hindsight, it's, you know, I got to help figure out with the team how we shoot it, the type of lenses we use. And there aren't real lenses. We have to draw and mimic all of these things, but it's the type of lenses that we use when we're staging dialogue shots or you know, looking at reference of between 96, 97, and 98. What were the films being made at the time? What were the cinematic techniques? What was the animation like at the time? What was being done in feature? What was being done in TV? What was being done in anime? Taking all of that into consideration to get the vibe and the feel of it. And when it came to both the dialogue and the heartwarming, heartfelt stuff and the action, what I like to say is for the storytelling stuff, you know, for the character stuff, we went hardcore into how the OG show shot stuff, how the 90s shot stuff, not afraid of compressed lenses, paying attention who's standing to who, right? Who's not standing next to who, getting in for those nice dramatic close-ups, those really emotional shots. But then when it comes to the action, we still have to stay relevant, right? And can kind of be able to hang with where the medium is at right now these days. So what I like to say is that's when I encourage the artists to go hog nasty wild and have fun with the action, you know, and just bring it. And I'm pretty sure you you saw and you were excited. So
yes, and it works perfectly.
Thank you so much. Appreciate you.